If you're already a plumber running your own business or just about to start and grow your own plumbing business, you must learn the 4 critical things plumbing business owners wish that they had learned before they started a plumbing business, so you don't make the same mistakes. Plumbing Accelerator has put together a free training video you can watch for free right now that will show you exactly how to start, grow, and build your plumbing business the right way so you can consistently guarantee profitable work, free up your time, all whilst reducing stress levels and allowing you to have sustainable and more profitable business that works for you. In this free training video, you will also learn how to generate a steady stream of jobs on demand and with predictability month after month in your local area without relying on word of mouth and referrals. How to stop competing on price with other electricians and escape your competition. How to convert at least 90% of your quotes and estimates into sales. How to command premium prices and attract high-quality customers that will be happy to pay more. Click on the link in the description below the video. Before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. The history of plumbing. Before you consider plumbing as a profession, here's a little history to get the juices flowing. Plumbing took millennia to develop. The business of plumbing is one of the oldest professions. Plumbing originated during ancient civilizations as they developed public baths and needed to provide potable water and wastewater removal for larger numbers of people. The Mesopotamians introduced the world to clay sewer pipes around 4000 BCE, with the earliest examples found in the Temple of Bel at Nippur and at Eshnunna, used to remove wastewater from sites and capture rainwater in wells. The city of Uruk contains the oldest known examples of brick-constructed latrines, constructed atop interconnecting fired clay sewer pipes, circa 3200 BCE. Clay pipes were later used in the Hittite city of Hattusa. They had easily detachable and replaceable segments and allowed for cleaning. What are the aspects to consider before becoming a plumber? Just like with any job, plumbing has certain aspects to consider before you dive in there. We took a closer look at what you should think about before following this career path. Number 1. Certification. The plumber hired by their clients must have the right qualifications. In other words, you must be a certified plumber. You can get a certificate from places such as Ivy Tech Community College, the College of Southern Nevada, or Hines Community College, to name but a few. These colleges are reputable, and you will receive the correct training and certification to act as a plumber. If you attend a reputable college, you can rest easy that you are carrying a reputable certification. Before you even start studying as a plumber, do research to see how widely the training institution's authority is recognized and if it is recognized at all. Number 2. Professionalism. Professionalism is touched on throughout this video. Being professional includes being punctual, being tidy, and leaving your workplace tidy. It also includes addressing your clients in the correct manner. In other words, sir or ma'am. Can you be professional? If you cannot, then plumbing is definitely not for you because you will not enjoy it and you will have less jobs. Number 3. Dedication. One of the qualities of a good plumber is dedication. People look for a plumber that is committed to giving their best. Some plumbers may be inclined to making money and forget that the quality of work is crucial. Before entering this field, ask yourself how dedicated you feel you could become to the career of a plumber. If you cannot be dedicated, you will probably be unhappy, and nobody wants to be stuck in a career like that. Number 4. Efficiency. You, as the plumber, must be efficient. In a competitive workplace, the plumbers who are the most efficient will do good work and get more jobs. It is a balancing act. Work slowly and do good work and you have less jobs. Work faster and do less good work and you lose future jobs or callbacks. Before thinking about becoming a plumber, ask yourself if you think you can work quickly and effectively. Number 5. Can you be tidy? A dedicated plumber will also display professionalism and tidiness. You want the work you do to be neat, and your work areas should always be clean. If your van or truck is clean, it is an indication that you are a reputable plumber. Without these, your customers may not allow you near their plumbing. The other issue with regards to a clean van or truck is that it shows care. The other advantage is that you do not have to look for tools in the mess you have left in the back of your vehicle. Tidiness means the work you do is well rounded off. When you have cut grooves in a pipe, do not leave the metal shavings laying around. When you use a chalk line to mark out straight lines, remember to wipe away the chalk lines when you're done. If water has leaked during the fixing process, ensure that you dry up the water puddle. If you leave and there's an unpleasant smell, spray something at least. It is therefore important to ask yourself if being neat, tidy, and organized is for you before you become a plumber. Number 6. Punctuality. Plumbing issues most of the time come as a surprise. A client might notice that their toilet is running just as they are planning to leave for work, or you as the plumber will also be called while at work with news that someone's house is flooded. flooding. Nobody needs a plumber that will take forever to come to their rescue. Plumbing issues are always emergencies, and they need to be attended to with urgency. Potential clients want to know that plumbers are reliable and turn up on time. A good plumber has a reputation of reliability. In other words, for one thing, you are not late to an appointment ever. If you are the type of person who cannot stick to times, then plumbing may again not be for you. Number 7, excellent listening and social skills. A plumber might have all the experience and knowledge surrounding plumbing. However, that might not be useful if the plumber is not a good listener. With all the expertise, your problems at the end of the day will not be solved. In a highly competitive environment, plumbers should distinguish themselves by displaying good social skills. You do not necessarily need good social skills, but it could mean the difference between you or another plumber being hired. Number 8, working at high heights. The most common cause of workplace accidents is working at higher heights. Safely working above ground requires attachment points, certified harnesses, good weather conditions, and regular inspections. Fixed scaffolding, a cherry picker, or certified mobile scaffolding can also help to support a plumber working at a higher location. Using a ladder can be a mistake, as this is intended for short duration work only. Furthermore, anyone at a high height can slip and fall or be struck by a falling object above them. Slip and fall accidents are a leading cause of workplace injuries. Even when safety tools and tips are used, falls can still happen. Even being just a few feet off the ground is an accident risk. Number 9, confined spaces. Unfortunately, fatal injuries may happen to plumbers who are working in confined spaces. Closed spaces that are not intended for safe oxygen levels, such as boilers, storage tanks, sewers, pipes, ducts, and pits, can all present unique challenges in terms of breathing. Serious medical conditions may result for a plumber who is exposed to these problems. Number 10, repetitive movement injuries. Repetitive motion injuries are those that affect a worker who is doing the same thing on a regular basis. These injuries develop over time and can be notoriously difficult to identify. They are often overlooked among laborers, including plumbers. Some of the most common types of repetitive stress injuries include soft tissue damage to the shoulders, neck, and wrists, back injuries affecting ligaments, muscles, and discs, muscle strains and sprains. The building site in which you are working should be laid out in a way that minimizes having to pull, push, or carry loads and equipment. Repetitive work should be avoided for long periods of time to minimize the chances of a repetitive stress injury. Number 11, eye injuries. Many injuries affecting a plumber's eyesight can be completely avoided as they are preventable. Exposure to bacteria and foreign objects are some of the eye hazards affecting plumbers. Wearing safety glasses at all times can minimize the risk of exposure and preventable damage. Number 12, asbestos. Unfortunately, around the world, more than 125 million people are exposed to asbestos in their workplace. It is the number one cause of respiratory death. Plumbers are often exposed to asbestos more than others because they are working in places with an unknown history. If you believe that you may be exposed to asbestos, you need to ask the property owners whether or not the building has used asbestos in the past. This is the best way to avoid inhaling these dangerous fibers that can eventually cause mesothelioma. While many newer buildings will not have any asbestos materials inside, it's impossible to be sure with an older location that no asbestos-containing materials were ever used. Exposure to asbestos builds up over time and can lead to life-threatening conditions for which there are no cures. Number 13, hearing loss. The World Health Organization's protection report shows that up to 48% of plumbers have reported hearing loss due to banging tools, noisy pipes, and electronic machinery. This can lead to hearing damage that affects you on and off the job. Number 14, extreme temperature injuries. In many locations across the world, extreme conditions have to be braved by plumbers when pipes are frozen or when it's extremely hot. This increases the chance of severe injuries. Having to work outside when it's extremely cold or very hot should lead to further safety precautions. Number 15, hand tool injuries. Many tools of the plumbing trade have become more powerful over the past several decades, but they also present unique risks to users, particularly if the product is defective. Hand tool injuries can include broken bones, fractures, cuts, and more. Number 16, mold. A homeowner's worst fear is a mold infestation, but it might not register in the mind of a plumber until they identify it. Mold can be found in paneling, bathrooms, and under sinks. A plumber may be working directly in a location affected by mold. Being mindful of these risks and taking necessary steps to avoid coming into contact with these challenges is extremely worthwhile for every plumber. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it informative. Feel free to leave comments on any point you think I may have left out. Thank you for watching and do return for our next video. Until then, stay safe.